Let's talk about the middleware product. Can you tell us more about how does the middleware product work exactly? Like, what do you need to set it up, and what sort of insights can engineering leaders get from it?
So philosophically and tactically as well, we sit on top of all your existing tools. So the idea is middleware today wants to become one-stop shop for the engineering leaders. So we connect from your ideation phase till your delivery phase from all the tools that you have, which involves your Jira, Google Calendar, GitHub, and of course there are alternatives like GitLab, Bitbucket, PagerDuty, and any tool that you can imagine. So we connect and sit on top of all that, so that you can see from end to end how's your work flowing. Right? Is the flow getting blocked somewhere? Does your team need your attention in some areas so that you can attack those particular areas? How we aim to cater to the leaders as a product is that now instead of going from one meeting to another, instead of firefighting all the time, they can just come to middleware, understand where their team needs their attention, and attack that area of problem. The second thing that we do is, so one, we save their time in creating reports or going to meetings. The second problem that we solve is driving change. So a lot of products give out metrics. Sometimes the metrics are also built in house. So people think that making metrics is quite easy. So why should I buy a tool for it? But that is true. But driving change in an organization is very tough. Changing behaviors, driving change, giving that motivation, and as we spoke in our podcast, uh, that people today won't accept commands. So even if you're a leader and you have certain metrics, uh, your managers won't improve them because they do not have a buy-in, or your developers will certainly not be motivated to change them. So driving change is tough, and that's what we solve much better than any other tool in the market, right? Period. So what we do is, one, we give the idea of flow to the leaders where their attention is required. And when, so this we call signal. So DORA metrics is a signal framework. So one of the frameworks which gives you signal. But now when you need to improve it, so middleware gives you a suite of how to take actions to improve your metrics. We do not talk about numbers in that. We talk about, for example, if your PR process is taking longer, why would that be? So we tell you, okay, there is a reviewer bottleneck in your team, and because of which there is a certain delay, let's say on an average 3-day wait time delay for your team, which is half a week, right? So why don't you get these other contributors in the code base to also review, who have contributed almost as much as this main reviewer? Why don't you start spawning them as a reviewer? Look at your PR review time go down, because with PR review time is once the developer is ready with their changes and the review is taking longer, which is certainly wait time, block time, or wasted time. So there is no problem, no harm if the PR time goes down, especially like keeping the quality bar the same. And that's how the managers today or the engineering teams themselves are able to self organize them, reduce that, and then move the needle for the main metric. So that's how we operate. And I can give you one example of how one can 150 member engineering team can use it, right? Let's say you are the CTO of a 50 member engineering team, and you are struggling with delays all the, like, in all the quarters, that whatever you plan, um, though you have the staffing, but there are delays in your delivery, and now you want to solve it. So one way is to get a team to create a lot of Excel sheets for you, and then you indulge yourself in that. You firefight all the time and lose all the strategic meetings that you have, or lose all the technical meetings that you would have done. Or you could do just a login on middleware, see which particular teams are struggling with the spillages, um, because remembering your problem was delay. So see which teams are struggling with spillages over time. Now sit with the manager or ask the manager to reduce the spillage, and keep double clicking until you find the cause and actionable all through middleware. this whole activity would find you the cause in minutes, what would have taken you, hours or days at least. And now you can try different actions because there's no one size fits all. You can try different actions with the managers, with the engineers, and have a feedback loop via middleware on what works. And then you can, blast implement it for all the teams that are having the same issues.